Hello, this is Dr. Milani from Milani Medspa. Today I want to talk about weight loss and some of the different protocols that we use for weight management. There are a lot of people on Instagram or on Facebook or on other social media that are promoting different programs. And I follow all these programs very closely, and they're international, all over the place. It turns out that in general, a lot of people have the right idea of the exercise, of dietary restriction, of the addition or reduction of carbohydrates and different amount of nutrition and the nutrients in the food and the food classes. But the most important thing really is that eventually, from a medical point of view and not a strictly aesthetic point of view, if you want to get healthier and lose weight, things are stacked against you. Because in general, those of us that have survived to live in the 21st century, our ancestors have gone through famines, wars, and everything else, and those people that have survived have the propensity to put on weight, to gain weight, and that's why they survived. And in our modern age, of course, we have a situation where our lifestyles are very sedentary, we are not physically active, and that the food is super saturated with calories that are unwanted. So there are three strikes against anyone who's living in North America in 2024. A calorie deficit, which is difficult to implement. The quality of the food has to be good. It can't be bad quality food. And then the balance has to be a lot of protein and some fruits and vegetables. And in that package, I think people have the best luck. People will have to become physically active, and that's very important. And there are different ways of doing the physical activity: regimens, smartwatches, walking, outdoor activity, indoor activity, gym, lifting, and that package. In general, I would recommend to my patients that come to me for weight loss, 20 minutes, for example, cardio, 20 minutes outside walking, and then about 20 to 30 minutes of weights. And that package, a number of times per week, really works out. But what people really need are tools and instruments and some help to be able to actually cut back on their caloric consumption and to be able to fight basically what is an industry that is designed to infuse calories for a cheap price into our bodies. So the tools that we have is I use phenamine, I use Mounjaro, I use Ozempic, I use Contrave, I use medications to curb and shut down the appetite. And if that is done, then if sustained for about 6 months, 9 months, maybe a year, then the appetite does go down. The surge of ghrelin, this hormone that makes you want to eat like a wolf, that goes down, and then people are able to actually lose weight, lose visceral fat, reverse diabetes, reverse aging. So really, in addition to exercise and physical activity and discipline and eating good quality food, on top of that, for those of us that live in a place like Northern Virginia, like Fairfax, like in North America, it is important to really focus on also getting these medications, these tools on board, which can really cut back on appetite, and they can supplement what is basically an industrial based food marketing that is designed to basically add calories to our system that we actually don't need. And that's why there is an epidemic of obesity, because the food industry really is very smart and very crafty in terms of what they've designed and the stuff that's available in the markets and stores for us to eat. So I want everyone to really pay attention to this issue. Do exercise. There are a lot of good guidance out there, good nutrition and good food. But on top of that, do not be negligent of the fact that there is a whole bunch of stuff stacked against you and that the medications can really help. And in fact, there are multiple studies now coming out showing that people on these medications for a prolonged period, there actually is a decreasing mortality. Death rates actually go down. When we take a medication like a Lipitor, like a cholesterol medication, like metformin, like insulin, to prevent death, to prevent morbidity, to prevent mortality. And these medications now have the same exact data, that they do prevent death. So we'd love to see you in the office. please do seek care and come in, and we'll be able to help you with this, or see your provider and have them prescribe the appropriate medications and guidelines for you. Thank you and have a good day.